Well, a new TV show is highlighting stories from the IDF and bringing exclusive stories straight from soldiers to a screen near you. FIDF Live, a project by the Friends of the IDF, is launching a new bi-weekly show hosted by Joel Chasnoff, a former lone soldier himself. Take a look.
Basically, this is our post. This is where our battalion stays.
So you guys are search and rescue.
Right.
So tell me a little bit about what you do and the mission of Ram Battalion.
This is a good question because we have a pretty meaningful tafkid. In the daily life, you know, we are like combat soldiers. It means that we are here to defend the country, to defend the persons. But in time of war, we have like a search and rescue specialty. It means that we are here to save lives. We went to Brazil, we went to South America, we went to Philippines, to a lot of places. So basically, this is pretty meaningful, and it's a good job.
Okay, let's speak to Rabbi Steven Weil, the National Director and CEO of the FIDF. Thank you so much for joining me today, all the way from New York, correct?
Lauren, it's an honor to be on your show, and we're a big fan of you and the show.
Wonderful. So tell me first, what is the FIDF about, and why did you decide to launch this new project?
We're trying to connect American and Panamanian Jewry with Israel. And that's really through supporting the soldiers, through supporting the future of Israel. These few 100,000 young men and young women, they're the future of the Jewish people in Israel. And we're investing in them now, educationally, otherwise, to give them the opportunity for them ultimately to transform our future.
So I understand that the host of the show is a former lone soldier himself, and you are also a former IDF soldier. So why is it so important to you to highlight these kinds of stories? Obviously, there's a personal connection there.
Our goal really is to connect American Jewry. And the way that it is one soldier at a time, one battalion at a time. And it tells the story of Israel, because the story of Israel is young Jewish men and young Jewish women from backgrounds of 70 different countries, multiple cultures, religious backgrounds. And unfortunately, we can't bring people to Israel during COVID, during the quarantines, but we can bring their story, the story of Israel, to America. And that's what we're doing.
Can you give us an idea of some of the stories we can look forward to watching on your new show, FIDF Live, and some of the subject matter that you're going to cover here?
So just a few examples. I don't know if you have a chance to see International Women's Day. We featured women in the IDF. That was one issue. Another issue that we're dealing with is the IDF gives everyone a second chance on life. Meaning no matter what kind of a background someone's had. You have a young man who's been in juvenile prison 2-3 times already, has a 9th grade education. You have a young woman who's been selling her body for sex in order to have drug money from the time she was 13 years old. What does the IDF do? It teaches them self-respect. The Jewish army is like no other army on earth. You know, it's an investment in human capital. It's an investment in young men and young women to give them a second chance in life. So it takes from, on one end, la creme de la creme, that we all know those stories, mehakatza la katza. And on the other hand, the most challenged in society. In most places on earth, those people are cursed, and they're a burden on society. In Israel, they're given the wings to fly. And those kind of stories we share. We share every dimension and every aspect of the Jewish world, of the Jewish people. They're the face of Israel.
Wonderful. We will certainly keep a lookout for more episodes of your show. Thank you so much, Rabbi, for joining us today. Really appreciate it.
Lauren, it's an honor to be with you.